Real Madrid have always been a theatre where fortunes flip in a single phone call, and right now a quiet subplot is threatening to become a headline. Raul Asencio, the homegrown centre-back who has edged into first-team view, is being watched, and his future might hinge on whether he chooses patience or profit. He arrived through the academy, learned the rhythms of Castilla, and then, when injuries opened a doorway, stepped into a squad where minutes are rare and expectation is enormous. Across the continent, Marseille's scouts have been taking notes. Outlets monitoring the market say the French club are actively exploring ways to add defensive depth, and Asencio's profile, young, ball-capable, Madrid, fits what they want. That external interest matters because it turns a training ground wait into a marketable moment. A concrete offer could turn frustration into a transfer that accelerates a career and fills pockets back in the Spanish capital. The wrinkle that gives this story an almost human dimension is Dani Ceballos. He was almost the one who left. Reports show his move to Marseille nearly completed before he changed course at the last moment, and that near departure left him with a lesson he's passing on. In hushed corridors and over tea after sessions, teammates trade stories. The tale they tell about Ceballos is simple and sharp. Don't be hasty. That counsel is more than locker room banter. It's the voice of someone who stood where Asencio stands now, tempted by a clear route to regular minutes in France, but ultimately persuaded to wait on the gamble of a future at Madrid. For Asencio, that's a bittersweet echo. A club that nurtured him wants him to develop under pressure, while the market now values that development in crisp euros. Several outlets tracing his rise cite a market valuation in the region of 30 million, a sum that instantly reframes any conversation. Put bluntly, figures like that turn patience into currency that a president and sporting director cannot ignore. It becomes a ledger decision as much as it is a tactical one. Xabi Alonso's message so far has been consistent. He will count on players who fit his demands and his vision, and that means minutes for some, continued seasoning for others. For Real Madrid, the calculus is complex. Sell a promising asset for immediate income and room to invest, or keep him, trusting that the club's platform will convert today's substitute into tomorrow's starter. For Asencio personally, the choice is sharper and more human. He must weigh the hunger for game time, the gnawing reality that months on the bench are months of lost opportunities against a longer arc, learning under elite coaching, training alongside world-class teammates, and the chance to cement a legacy at one of football's peak stages. The presence of Marseille as a suitor intensifies that dilemma. It is one thing to hear whispers of interest, and another to field a written offer that promises regular starts and a new life in League One. There are risks either way. Moving now could deliver playing minutes and visibility in a different environment, but it could also foreclose the prestige and the unique platform Madrid offers. Staying might bring delayed reward, a season of sporadic outings that eventually translates into status, or it could become a story of potential unfulfilled. Yet this is not only a decision of economics or pride, it is also a personal crossroads where advice from veterans carries weight. Ceballos' warning, born of near departure and subsequent reversal, is the kind of real, lived counsel that can alter a young player's horizon. It makes the whole situation feel less like transfer gossip and more like a moment of mentorship colliding with market pressure. As the calendar flips toward January, clubs will sharpen their pencils and presidents will weigh outgoing money against incoming talent. For Madrid insiders, the rule is familiar. If the price is right, doors open. For the player, the rule is older and harder. Choose the path where you will grow, not only the one that buys you the most immediate applause. Whatever Asencio decides will ripple. Marseille could gain a defensive project that accelerates their ambitions. Real Madrid could pocket a tidy fee and reshuffle their options. And the player himself will reframe his narrative, either as the academy graduate who stayed and succeeded, or the talent who left to find himself elsewhere. In the end, January is more than a month on the calendar. It is the pressure cooker where whispers either harden into contracts or dissolve into another season's what if. One phone call, one clause, and one decision will tell whether patience at Madrid or a new start in France writes the next chapter of Raul Asencio's story.